Okay, so I'm working on the other side. Now this is the side that the door is going to go on. I've got my two main bolts in up on the top, here and here. There are two pins here, so when I take that bolt and that bolt out, it still sets on these pins. I pull that this way, or take the windshield and pull that way, and this piece here will separate from the rest of it. Same thing as I have on the other side. That one's got two pins in it, that's got two pins in it, and then that whole side will come right off. So I've got it set up so that 4 bolts through the top of that sheet, that and 2 bolts up this end, and that whole top will come off. This will come out of the slots. The back part I'll have to unscrew. The back part's the only part that I've really got not really figured out yet, and that's strangely enough going to be the piece that holds the whole thing together. So what I ended up doing is I'm just putting a limited amount of screws in there. I'm going to do 2 here, 2 here, and then I'm going to repeat with the top half once I obviously cut that section off. So it should just take 4 screws, and as you can see, the screws that I've got are fairly long, so those bad boys aren't going to fall out anytime soon. And I'm not overdriving them, so I can get them back out again. All the rest of this seems to be in fairly decent shape. Got the operator's compartment set up with a little bit of a wedge here, so it gives me some extra room to work around. So nothing will hit, or even come close for that matter, because you don't want to end up smacking your hand into something. Most of the track is painted anyways. Mary painted the outside area. Well, didn't really paint it. She primed it so that it's going to be prepared for paint. Not really sure what I'm going to use yet. So here's some of the detail on the inside. Yep. This is the scary side of Disney. This is where things get held together. So you can see I got one down here. Unfortunately, I'm shooting into the sun, so that's not helping. So the 2 pins are in this board over here. So 1 pin here, 1 pin there. This whole thing here is not even connected to that. It's just sitting very, very close to it. Come up into here, 2 pins in here, and then this is connected to this board here. Come back to here again. This is all screwed straight through. I've got this offset so that it comes very close to the window track, so I don't have like a little mouse run in here, because I don't want I'm trying to seal this whole thing up as much as I possibly can. Now let's make the jump to the outside. It's kind of an offset, but oh well. Can't be perfect, that's for sure. So you can see my track's all set for the window. The window slides out of there fine. The window's sitting over there with the giant suction cup on it next to the garage door. So that fits into that track. I may put like a rope from here and then sling it around to the other side, so that when you pull the glass back to the farthest point that it can come out, the rope will still grab it just in case the suction cup comes off, because I don't need 20 pounds of glass taking and hitting the dirt while I'm out there, because I'll never find another piece like that, and after that it'd be a piece of plexi. So the plexi in the front looks pretty good. Well, it's not plexi, it's Lexan in the front and Lexan up on the top. That stuff all looks pretty good. Got decent visibility. Still have to fill this hole in, but I think I may try and do something clear in there, because I do still want to have access to this area down here. I want to be able to see what's going on off that corner. So I'm going to see how ambitious I get. If not, I can just cover it up, because I have plenty of visibility through here. You can see pretty much anything that you need to see through there. And what I'm probably going to do with the door, excuse me Ted, gotta watch out there buddy. What I'm probably going to do with the door, let's back up a little bit here, is I'll use like a back folding hinge. So the door is actually going to start here. This area will be the piece that opens, so it'll flip over this way, kind of like a well, not like a mail truck, but that kind of deal. Kunk, kunk, simulated. This is as CG as I get on this project here. So when that's held back in this point, I don't know, I'll probably use like a magnet or something, just hold it to the cowl, and then flip it back here. I'll put a latch on this side here. So I haven't entirely thought that out yet, but that's about the idea, because I want to be able to run this while the door's wide open, kind of like you would with a regular machine. And at the moment, that would be that.